1-1 from Cooch to Lewis. Lewis drives that one hard into left center field. Center fielder settles under it and comes to base runners reach for the Hawks since their last two batters have been retired in order. Lewis flew out to center field back in the second inning. She swings at the first pitch and hits a hard line drive at Cooch. It gets past the infielders. Hawks trying to come up with 2 runs. They will. One out here, bottom of the 6th inning. Rogers facing off against Pacansky for the second time. And Pacansky hits that one hard. It's caught by Taylor Lewis, and the runner decides not to test the arm of Lewis, and it's probably a good choice. We saw her got down a runner at third in a game yesterday. And that one hit hard. First base side from Taylor Lewis, and it's going to drop down in between the first baseman and the right fielder for a 1-out single from Taylor Lewis. Ooh, what a throw. Pitch from McCraw. That one hit hard into right field. Taylor Lewis chases it down and makes the catch for out number 2. What a defensive play from the right fielder, Taylor Lewis, to track that one down and run it down. And the first 2 hitters of the inning for Team Ohio. Pitch from Perkins into Lewis. Lewis hits that one hard into left field over the left fielder's head, and they're waving Adams around. It'll be an RBI double as Lewis holds up at second in the bottom of the first. Cameron Brooks due up next for the Hawks. And that one is no doubt fair. So the count's still favorable for Taylor Lewis as it's now 3-1. She faces off against Ham for the first time. And Lewis drives that one into right center field, and it's going to fall down as it's past the diving attempt from the center fielder. Lewis taking off towards third, and it's going to be the third. Brings up Taylor Lewis now. Lewis had a RBI triple an inning ago. And first pitch swinging for Taylor Lewis as she hits it into left field. 3-2 to Taylor Lewis in her first at bat of the game. Lewis hits that one hard to left field, and left fielder with an over-the-shoulder catch. Hampton up in the count, 1-0. Here's the pitch from McCraw. That one hit hard to right field, but Taylor Lewis gets under it, and it's Lewis making the basket catch. Couple. Pitch from Casper. Great bunt from Taylor Lewis. 1-for-1 on the day brings up Taylor Lewis, who dropped a gem of a sacrifice bunt back in the second inning. Lewis, right fielder, came up with a double play a couple innings ago. Actually made a catch on a line drive throughout an explosive fast pitch base runner trying to advance to third. Lewis going to drop a bunt again, and this is another great bunt. Lewis might beat it out. Brings up Taylor Lewis. Lewis has bunted twice today. Both bunts successful for the Hawks. Lewis, right fielder for the Hawks. She swings at the first pitch. That splits the center fielder and the right fielder, and it touches down. Lewis rounding first, heading into second, and she's in with a 1-out stand-up double. She absolutely crushed that one. Here's the pitch from Rogers. That one skied into shallow right field. Taylor Lewis comes up with it, and she throws a dart into third base. And it's a 9-5 double play to end the inning. What a throw from right field. Taylor Lewis into Brianna Sawyers. And the Hawks escape the inning with the score still tied. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one hit hard, right field side. Right fielder tracking it down and is able to make a wonderful catch. That was Haley Bay out in right field, robbing Taylor Lewis of what would have been her second hit of the game. Hitters count at 3-1 for Lewis. And Lewis hits that one hard up the middle in between the second baseman and the shortstop. The center fielder comes up to scoop it up, and Lewis is on to start things off here in the top of the fifth. Third baseman Lily Fellenberger up for Pennsylvania, and a diving play made there at second. Great play to start things off for the Hawks.